Hey, collective. The Appear with another intuitive message. I was guided to use my Halloween Forever deck. Okay, so I'm picking up the Pumpkin Thief. 38. I've been getting that a lot. 38, number 11. Okay, that's a defensive stance or holding something, holding on to something. So I'm getting somebody is trying to hold on to something that's not theirs, perhaps. Or, yeah, maybe somebody's trying to hold on to someone or something that's not theirs. Branches. Breads. Imp. Somebody was not generous or is not a thinks they have to resort to like stealing or whatever to get what they want. Pumpkin Thief. Death Priestess, 17. Somebody tried to steal something that wasn't theirs. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Skirt, 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 skirt. Okay, a mask. There's hollowness behind a mask. Death Priestess, 17. Let me open the book. Open the book. Yeah, so Pumpkin Thief. You do not need forge, steal, or scrounge for money, approval, or love. You deserve the best and are far more capable than you know. Change your paradigm from lack to one of plenty. Expect an endless stream of wealth in all its many forms. You know, obviously, those things that make you want to take things that don't belong to you, you know. Inheritance. Yeah. Birthright. Snatching and hoarding. Okay, 17. Death Priestess. Say goodbye to past conditions. Refuse to suffer foolishness and fools. Proactively banish fear, disempowerment, and stagnation. So somebody was trying to hold something back. Somebody was not trying to let something go, okay? Death Priestess. Because they didn't want to let go of their conditions, okay? Fools. Banish fear. The Death Priestess encourage you to destroy unhealthy habits. Dissolve anxious thought patterns and demolish conditions that have been holding you back. Somebody hates that they have to, I feel like, had to release something that they felt like they maybe should have got, or upset that they didn't get it. An inheritance, yeah. And so they resorted to doing some kind of behavior, habits. Death is the source of one's deepest and most desperate fears, but here death is the ultimate cleanse, a decisive and transformational power that clears away the old and makes room for the new. The Death Priestess's eyes radiate pure power, and the emerald and rubies at her throat symbolize prosperity, passion, and verdant life. The plague doctor over her left shoulder indicates that your current situation cannot continue as it has been. Over her right shoulder, you can see Death himself in the distance, calmly riding his horse. The miniature skeletons and plague doctors dance around the priestess, show that what may seem like a loss is in fact cause for celebration. For you are saying hello to exciting new conditions as you say goodbye forever to something that needs to go. If you're unsure what this card may be telling you to banish, cleanse, or release, look deeper. What doesn't feel right to you anymore or never did in the first place, or what you had to fall away for something new to be born. There may be a boundary you need to set or a truth you need to speak. Sometimes you need to facilitate an ending to open the way to the beautiful future you crave. This might also be a message to let go of something on the mental or emotional plane. If you want to experience freedom, there may be an old paradigm, pattern, behavior, habit, or story you must refuse to entertain for one moment more. Powerful alchemy is at work. Yeah, someone's doing magic. From dead wood and brittle bones, bright flames will burn. Be brave, willing to let go of old and step into the new. Somebody resorted to some kind of alchemy. This pumpkin thief is upset that somebody was able to banish, cleanse, whatever bullshit they were trying to do. Yeah. Whatever they were trying to do to disempower someone, stagnate, cause fear, whatever, they did it against somebody who was not a fool. Someone they thought was a fool, but wasn't a fool. The only fool is this pumpkin thief. Or somebody that thought somebody felt so, like, I don't know, thought they could overpower somebody. Octopus fairy. Octopus, that reminds me of marine spirit. 34, against somebody's love life. Hitting somebody's tentacles into somebody. Somebody's upset that they have to let go of all this. Everything they had thought that they... Owl fairy. Moon moth. Share the cupcakes. Yeah, daughters of night. Gosh. Okay, we got moon moth. Look at the moths. Somebody hates somebody's high priestess abilities. Okay? Somebody, like I said, somebody also is a high priestess, but this high priestess used their ability for bad. Look at the ear thing. I'm looking at the ear, you see? Okay. Moon moth. Look at the jewels. Light. Radiant light. Moths. Somebody sees somebody in a radiant light. Okay. Somebody was able to get rid of this negative energy by letting the light in, letting, see, moon moth, peace, angels bring in peace. Yeah. Ooh. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. No, don't do it again. Don't do it again. This happened last reading. Okay, no, it's not bad. Moon moth. Get quiet. Steer clear of harshness. Be exceptionally gentle with yourself. Yep. Honor your sensitivity. Take care of your energy. And act in accordance with your clear inner knowing now. And that's what this priestess, whatever, hates. This bad priestess hates that somebody started steering clear, getting more in tune with themselves, steering clear of any negative energy, being gentle with themselves, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of yourself, you know? Clearing and really getting divine downloads, divine, straight from your angels, straight what to do to bring in peace and balance after these extremes that were caused by these injustices that were done because of these people that wanted to hold on to something that wasn't theirs. Whatever that may be. Whatever they didn't want someone to get, whatever they didn't want you to see, whatever, if it was physical, but whatever validation they didn't want you to have, whatever it was, in order for you not to be able to alchemize some kind of energy, okay? They didn't want, you to be, I don't know, like she's just so zen, meditating, just really in tune with everything. Share the cupcakes, 9. Candy corn. Pumpkin thief, 38-9. That's 11-9. 9-11, 11-9. Braids. Cupcakes. 9, release. Cook up some magic and spread it around. Generously give to loved ones or strangers. Commit random acts of kindness and offer your gifts to the world. This lovely little bat fairy in this image has far more cupcakes than she can eat. Yes, she's hoarding them all for herself. Yeah, somebody who is greedy. This is what I'm saying. Somebody who is greedy by means of stealing, hoarding, whatever. Right? Not doing the right thing, but was very greedy. Okay? Sending magic to somebody who is so innocent, loving, whatever. Someone who is generous. Acting as though they were. In fact, she will reap much more enjoyment for her treasure if she shares it with others. But no, this person didn't want to. You see? She's holding on to it. Somebody's holding on, or was holding on to something that didn't belong to them. Doing magic, or doing stuff, sending energy to wreak havoc in someone's life so they wouldn't be able to heal and take care of themselves and nurture themselves and blah, blah, blah. They wanted to hold it all back for themselves. Relationships. This someone could have took anything. Yeah, community. Boomerangs of blessings that result from generosity, compassion, and interconnection. Somebody didn't want to get back the blessings of, get back what they were giving. Friendships can't blossom if you don't share your vulnerability or offer your loving support. Finances can't grow if you lock down your assets and refuse to wisely invest in your future and offer something of value to the world. This is what they were trying to stop. They were trying to stop your finances from growing by trying to block you from being able to offer something of value to a world, to the relationship, to whatever they could cause disruption in your life, attack your vulnerabilities. Yeah, look, loneliness begets loneliness when your isolation causes you to distrust others. That's what they wanted. If you feel insecure, you may attempt to compensate by shutting down and keeping everything to yourself. People wanted someone to shut down, okay? Yeah, it can feel scary to put yourself out there. They hate that somebody's not scared to put themselves out there and, and really take care of themselves and put the spotlight on healing and the journey and whatever it may be. How they went from extremes to healing, whatever that way is, the spotlight's on somebody. And somebody doesn't like that. Maybe somebody doesn't want to share in the spotlight. This could be part of a community. This could be, who knows? Somebody Didn't want to share in the spotlight. Daughters of Night. 46. Look, it's a group. There's like a ring. Look at the ring of fire. Look at that's his name. Look at that. Oh. It's funny because they had those things at Dollar General. Those like nice decoration things for the bathroom. Yeah, but look at that. So they were, yeah, this was a whole coven shit here. 46 Daughters of Night. It could have been 3 sisters, though. And yeah, it could be 3 sisters, stepsisters, something like that. Beautiful blessings are on their way to you. Say yes to them. Creative inspiration, happiness, and luxury are flowing to you. And though you are endless in ways, relax, receive, and be glad. 3 graces. Oh, look at that. Divine attendance to the goddess Aphrodite, daughters of Nyx, the goddess of night. In the center is Aglaia, whose name means the wonderful. On the left is Thalia, whose name means plenty. And on the right is Euphrosyne. Oh my god. Euphrosyne. I'm murdering this name. Euphrosyne, whose name means joy. The graces are offering you a profusion of presents. They want you to receive with gratitude and grace, for this will allow them to continue to bestow their endless gifts. Look into the graces' beautiful eyes. Gaze at their ancient faces. Take in all the many symbols of infinity piled before them. Breathe, unclench, and let yourself up to the gifts to the graces and the gods are yearning to bequeath. So these gifts that somebody has, somebody was trying to take them. These high priestess abilities. Somebody, yeah, look at it. And they were taking, look at it. Something about managing expenses, managing whatever. If the affluence of the grace is not immediately apparent to you, it is because you must shift from tension and worry to leisure and ease. While it can be challenging to manage this when you appear to be experiencing struggle or lack, you must nonetheless cultivate an attitude of trust. This is what they didn't want. They didn't want these riches apparent to somebody. Whatever this gifts, whatever this was, they didn't want someone to know about it right away, or yeah, they thought somebody might have been going through something that they thought it might have been hard for them to manage. Yeah. You can start one simple action such as taking a walk in nature, soaking in a warm bath, or making a list of all beautiful blessings you already have. Then continue gently, incrementally, relax your body and swing your attention away from lack. They wanted someone to always be in lack. They didn't want someone to be able to turn the wheel from lack to abundance in whatever way that was. Yeah, man. As soon as I pulled this card, I'm like, what the fuck? Who this little thief coming in here? Yeah, man. I felt that energy right away. Right away. If you're asking about a financial opportunity, business venture, friendship, or romance, Grace is saying yes. They see great potential in this process and fully expect you to thrive when you move forward and zestfully seize the day. Wow. Yeah, when they seen that somebody, okay, was healing and that they were going to possibly have to share what they thought they weren't going to have to, or some kind of shit, whatever that way is, and that somebody was going to get opportunities and romance and all that, this is when they went in the kitchen and tried to do some more shit. Cook up some more stuff in order to get in the way of somebody. Like, I just don't understand. Owl Fairy. Second spring. Luxuriate in this moment. Access clear divine guidance. Come into the present moment. Inhabit your senses and notice the wealth you already have. They never thought that somebody was going to, what, come to their senses and notice. They didn't think someone was going to come to their senses and notice something. The owl fairy and her vulnerable companion remind you that you already have what you need. Your blessings and wisdom are only awaiting your recognition, appreciation, and attention. Halloween coincides with the pagan holiday of Samhain, which is the last of 3 harvest festivals. The pumpkins have been gathered, so it's time to relax and celebrate the sweet results of all your hard work. When you appreciate the abundance that already surrounds you, you will magnify it and open the floodgates to an ever-increasing good. If you're looking for direction, the owl fairy counsels you to look within and ask for help from the spirit realm. When you do so, be sure to relax and sensitize yourself to the beauty of the present moment. If you are patient and present, the wisdom you are seeking will naturally arise as an inner voice or a calm sense of certainty and crystal clear inner knowing. If you're asking about money or resources, the owl fairy wants you to savor the sweetness of the moment, and she points to all the riches you already have. By remembering all the ways you are already lucky and blessed, you will unblock the prosperous flow that is your divine right and natural state. Dress in colors and textures that feel sumptuous and opulent to you. As you eat, revel in the taste of each delicious bite. Slow down and expand into the moment without needing to hurry along to the next. As you let go of the desire for immediate answers or results, let your body relax and your lungs expand. This will align you with the harvest season, the silent resonance of ancient wisdom, and the sweet and opulent beauty of the now. What you need, you have. What you seek is yours. Slow down, relax, pay attention, and allow it all to come to you in its own time and way. Yeah. And that's under the moon moth. So this is what getting in that energy, alchemizing that energy. Split. Somebody was doing magic to split up a partnership. Pumpkin baby. Maybe they used a baby. To do so. Something about keeping an eye on something, someone. Freedom chase. Look, 9/11 again. (911). 911 emergency. Voodoo. Voodoo and Violet. eclipse. Will o' the wisp. Somebody was throwing an evil something at somebody. Santa muerte. See this? Somebody has something ready. Somebody says voodoo and violets towards somebody, and somebody said, what? Oh yeah? I got something coming right back at your ass. Emerald. See? I'm protected. Can you tell me how to get to the Emerald City? Oh. Emerald City? So I can get my treasure? What is this? Yeah, look at it. Somebody's altar. Somebody did some rituals to somebody who I feel like was protected by the same people that they tried, the same kind of, whoever they called on to attack somebody was the same ancestors, the same that protected somebody. Somebody was a spiritual no-no to do this to. Yeah. Somebody was a witch in their own lineage. Okay? Somebody that had they could play their own great hand of cards, basically, like trump somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's spiritual authority trumped somebody else's spiritual authority. Like, one person was stronger than 3 people coming against them. Okay? It's like an army of whatever. What was that? How they say army? It'll dispatch you straight, like an army of 20 men, like the